Today we are checking out a 2 Michelin starred restaurant called Amber, located on the 7th floor of the Landmark Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Hong Kong. After opening for more than a decade, it was closed on December of 2018 for a complete renovation. It reopened on May of 2019, and this is what the new Amber looks like. Definitely a lot more contemporary, open, approachable, yet elegant. This is what it looks like during the daytime. They basically have around 3 dinner sets. We opted for the 9-course meal, which costs 2,088 Hong Kong dollars before tax, so around 266 US dollars. It is pricey, but it's totally worth it. The service is impeccable, as expected from a fine dining contemporary French restaurant located in a 5-star luxury hotel in Hong Kong. First, we had super fresh tomatoes with tofu underneath and another layer of truffles underneath. Every bite was tasty, and the acidity of the tomatoes really bring out the hungry in you. It was a perfect way to start the meal. Then we had the Oger Fish, which is the Japanese horse mackerel in sashimi form, plus kiori, which is a Japanese cucumber, and virgin linseed oil with a wheatgrass sauce plus green apple. My friend doesn't eat raw meat, so they left out the aji on her dish. The presentation is beautiful, very delicate, and this dish epitomizes the essence of fresh. The next dish looks like a dessert, but it's actually a savory dish. The structure is kind of like creme brulee. You have the top part, which is crunchy. You have to crack open it. The interior part is gooey and soft. On the inside, we've got Okinawa corn, crystal shorenki caviar, which is many chefs' favorite. They're from sturgeons. They have very complex and rich flavors with a final note of almond, plus seawater sudachi fruit, which is a citrus fruit from Tokushima Prefecture of Japan. It is a cross between yuzu and orange. This dish has so many different types of flavors that I can't even use words to express them. Next on the menu is kuruma ebi, which is Japanese king prawn, along with okra and shishito, which is a green pepper that is sweet in nature, and kabosu, which is a citrus fruit very popular in Japan, along with micro-mizuna, which is a Japanese mustard green or spider mustard. The sauce is also really tasty, a reduction of the shrimp head and tail. Overall, this is another perfect dish. The next dish is really fun because we get to go inside the kitchen and see all the action while we eat it. So the star of this dish is definitely mushrooms and cabbage. They use pointed cabbage, which is super fresh and crunchy, along with Japanese shiitake mushroom. They make it into a intricate terrine with layers of cabbage and mushroom. The sauce is a mushroom reduction with virgin hazelnut oil with a side of button mushroom puree. It tasted really creamy even though they didn't use any cream nor butter in it. After the reopening, the new menu didn't use any dairy, minimized on refined sugar, and reduced on salt. They seared and smoked the top of the mushroom, making it very crunchy and tasty on the upper part while soft on the inside. Finally, some fermented mushroom powder on top. Every single dish is just so intricate with so many details. You can taste all the different flavors and texture. It's just heavenly. The utensils are underneath the table. You can help yourselves. So it's a really fun experience to go inside the kitchen and watch what the chefs are doing. Followed by blue lobster and wild giraud mushrooms and kabu. Kabu is Japanese turnip that is mild and fresh tasting with hints of nutty, sweet, and earthy flavors, along with hazelnut and vin jaune, which is French yellow wine that is made in the Jura region of France. Similar to dry sherry, it's made into a jelly on top. This dish is nothing short of perfection. For our course, you could either choose fish or beef. We each ordered one and they split it for us. So first we have the aka amadai, which is the horse head fish or the tile fish. They seared the top part so it was really crunchy and also super tasty to the max. With violin zucchini, nocciaiata del Belice, olives from southwestern part of Sicily, caviar, lime, as well as shiso leaves. This is my favorite savory dish of the evening. Then we had the Wagyu Beef A5 sirloin with baby romaine heart lettuce. The lettuce was super crunchy, sweet, and fresh. You could actually hear the crunch when you bite on it. With onions, anchovy, and tamarind. The beef was super juicy, fatty, cooked to perfection. Maybe just a teeny little bit on the heavy side, but overall still super delicious. We had two desserts. The first one was Sakeli's raspberry with puffed black Camargue rice and rice milk. First of all, it looks absolutely beautiful and it tastes even better. I love the crunchy puffed rice. It matches really well with the acidity of the raspberry. The next dessert looks like an uni, but it's not. It's actually bitter chocolate with smoky bourbon barrel and Michter's whiskey with buckwheat ice cream. The waiter also sprayed a bit of Michter's 10-year single barrel bourbon on top. So before we eat it, we could totally smell the whiskey. I love the crunchiness of the bitter chocolate. It goes really well with the buckwheat ice cream. It's just another hit. After the course is over, they also gave us some melons from France. They were super sweet, very juicy, and the texture is a little bit crunchy, which is great. Along with some buckwheat madeleine. This madeleine is made without gluten and dairy. Instead of butter, they use olive oil. Along with some raspberry sauce. Actually, the whole meal was dairy-free and gluten-free. They also gave us some seasonal red plum wine. If I had to pick something wrong with this meal, which is extremely hard, I would have to say the wine. It tasted a little bit like cough syrup. But then again, I don't really drink, so don't trust my opinion. They also celebrated my birthday with a cake, which was super sweet. Overall, the ambiance was beautiful, service perfect, and the food was just absolutely divine. We think that it deserves 3 Michelin stars. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and also please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your support.